The niece of a Kenyan woman allegedly murdered by a British soldier 13 years ago has told Sky News that she is fighting for justice not just for her aunts, but to ensure other young women don't suffer the same fate. The body of Agnes Wanjiru was found in a septic tank close to a British Army base 2 months after she disappeared in March 2012. Kenyan prosecutors have issued an arrest warrant for a British national who is accused of killing the 21-year-old. Today, her niece, Esther Njoki, made the family's case for the suspect to be extradited in a meeting with the Defence Secretary in Westminster this afternoon. I spoke to Esther after that meeting and I asked her what she wanted to get from her visit to the UK.
My reason for visit is to keep on putting pressure. One, because extradition must be done, and us as a family want the guy to be extradited in Kenya because he shouldn't be excused for any reason just because he had an army uniform. If he didn't want to be extradited in Kenya, he could not have killed Agnes. I believe before they are deployed to Kenya, they are always taken through the laws of the host country. So he knew, and then this is someone who mocked Agnes, so he should be extradited. And also, I'm also here because I want to change. The change must begin with us. It doesn't matter where I come from. I come from the same background Agnes came from. I know they took advantage because my family is not able. But again, I've seen things are changing since I stepped up and saying what is happening and trying to hold the government accountable. So I want change in the internal systems of the army because I believe they're the biggest challenge, because when this guy will be extradited, he'll have to uncover those people who helped him to get away with Agnes' murder. So if we can be able to change the internal systems, I think we'll secure a good future for other generations, because my family has had to go through hell, pain, frustration, just because of the systems which failed Agnes and failed her child.
Let's talk more about accountability, because you mentioned that. You want your aunt's killer to face justice in Kenya, but you also want accountability from those that knew in the army what had happened to your aunt, because the premise is that this was an open secret. Reports that the soldier involved confessed to comrades and it was reported to superiors but not acted upon. Is looking at accountability as important as bringing your aunt's killer to Kenya to face justice?
If we let them go, those who helped him, we are not solving anything here. It's not only Agnes' case. There are so many other cases. The Agnes case, it's only because it is controversial, political, and high profile. But again, us as the family, like Ava said, change begins with us, and I'm the change. And that's why I want to pave way even for other victims who are going through, who their cases have not been solved. So that's why I want all these people to be held accountable. Yeah. It will make the British Army learn that no one is immune or despite your power or position, because those who are in position right now, I don't think they'll ever let anything else happen like what happened to Agnes or even in the other cases.
Your aunt's is a high-profile, tragic case, but it's not isolated in terms of local women in your region being mistreated, and this has been going on for some time. I mean, it was clear there was a problem because the armed forces banned using sex workers in 2022. They identified that there was a problem and they brought that in to try and tackle it. Talk to me about what it's been like in your region for young women and girls.
Yes, I've seen people calling our girls sex workers, but I think even
the vulnerable women.
Yeah, vulnerable women. So I don't understand why people tend to stereotype women just because of being associated with sex. It can justify what they do. Again, this is someone who should protect you. So I don't understand why people justify all the atrocities that have been committed by the British soldiers to sex. Agnes is one of the cases which have always been engaged with sex work. I'm like, but you can't justify murder with sex. So, I mean, there are so many stories, heartbreaking stories, especially
and it's still
of sex.
happening
and they're still happening.
13
But
years on.
there's the way when you can stop this. Ban the boys from going outside. Will not have these issues. But if they keep on letting them go outside, then the cases will not reduce.
What's this been like for your family over the last 13 years?
It's been hard, especially for her daughter now, who's understanding what happened. And she's now at the age where she understands what injustice means. And this is a matter that is taking a toll on her mentally. I've seen it, and that's why I'm always out there speaking out what happened to Agnes and advocating. We are expecting so many hurdles, especially now that extradition, and now we know we have seen the face of the perpetrator, we know his name, so it is hard for us, especially because now it is like rubbing an old wound. So we are expecting so many hurdles to be ahead because of the extradition process. It might take longer, more than 5 years. That is to say, Agnes' daughter will be an adult. But what we want to is we secure a good future for other generations. Yes, the system failed Agnes, but we cannot let women and girls fail the same way Agnes was failed.
And Esther, it must not be lost on you the fact that you are the same age, 21, as your aunt when she was killed. And as you said, you're not just doing this for your aunt, but you're doing this for other women and girls in Kenya who you feel are being abused and mistreated, taken advantage of.
21 is a significant number to me. I'm the same age. Agnes passed away while I was 8 years, now I'm 21. And it's shameful and unfortunate that the government, at 21, I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing, fighting with a big government. I mean, I should be enjoying my life. But again, they turned me to be kind of a lawyer and an activist. But it's good because at least I'm seeing what I'm doing is really helping, because even other victims are confident that it is possible and they can get justice. So I'm here to secure a future for the girls. And when there is an issue of a woman, I think my party becomes a woman, because I wouldn't like any girl or woman to go through what Agnes went through. Although there are cases of men where maybe because of negligence when they leave the ordinances, how. So we are here to secure both futures of like every victim of the British atrocities.
Well, we asked the government to comment on that meeting today. The Defence Secretary John Healey saying this: I want to pay tribute to Esther, who is an extraordinary spokesperson for her family and for women who have suffered violence. Our government will continue to do everything we can to support the Kenyan investigation, secure a resolution to this case and finally bring peace to Esther and her grieving family.